Okay. I made you jump. So we're back again. This time we have been nominated for, I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's Vanlife Tag something questions. I can't remember the name of it now. I'll put it here. So we've been nominated by the Off-Grid Nomad UK. I think it was started by, what was it, Pebbles and Peach. She started this tagging. It carried on to him, and he's nominated us for these 10 questions that we've got to answer. Now, I have to say straight away that some of it is actually really aimed at van lifers. That's the ones who have, like, say, a big transit van being converted into something you can stay in. And not really aimed at motorhomes, but motorhomes are vans, of course, and they have been converted into this, you know, but by the manufacturers rather than by us. But we've been nominated anyway, because this is a different sort of view on the, well, you'll see anyway as we go along. So anyway, right, the first question is what? So I've got him here at the side, and I'm leaning over a bit funny because I've got the dog here. I'll just tell you that
he's squeezed in.
He's managed to squeeze in between us down here. So right, the first question: what is the make and model of your van?
It's an Elsan MV180.
Yeah, the original version
of the 180
would be called an Eldis AutoQuest 180, but this has all the extras. It has a winter pack.
It's the MV, isn't it?
By Dolphin Motorhomes.
Dolphin,
Dolphin Motorhomes. So they called theirs MV, whereas you got like Marquis did their Majestic 180. They give them another name when they upgrade them.
We've got extras. We've got a winter pack, haven't we?
Winter pack, extra large roof light at the front.
That's right. Yeah.
We got the cooker has got the hobs. We got 3 gas and 1 electric, where you can get them with just 3 gas rings.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of extras,
little bits,
which we really wanted, didn't we? So
we
we went for the this Eldis MV. Although the Marquis Majestic would have been nice as well. I quite like that as well.
Yeah.
So okay, second question is, how long did your van build take? Well, that don't really apply to us,
does it?
Because it's already pre-done for the manufacturers. So next one: where has been your favourite place to stay in your van? Take it away.
Yeah, I think my favourite place was the farm that we stayed on. That was lovely.
Muswell Leys.
Muswell Leys. And when we went to that place up past Blackpool, when we stopped on that huge car park,
Livingston Tans.
Yeah, and that was really nice. There was, it's just, there was nothing there, just to put car park straight onto the beach. But it cost us what? I mean, there was no hookups, but it was, I think, £7 for a day and night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was nice if you just wanted to go on the beaches, because we had Melody with us. That's what we did, didn't we?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So that was nice. But we've been to a few nice places, but I think them 2 are my favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must admit, I think, I can't think of anywhere else. Oh, no, I did like when we went to Cannock Chase.
Oh, yeah, that was nice. Again, that was Britstops.
Yes, it was. Yes, we stopped.
We stopped there. We stopped there a couple of times. That doesn't cost. If you can stay 1 night free, and 2 nights, if you stop longer than 1 night, you can stop for a maximum of 3. And the other 2 nights, £5 a night, and that was really nice. Right on the edge of the canal, lovely cafe. And farm shop and everything, and the people in the village were lovely, weren't they?
They're really nice people around there. I can't. Fantastic.
Yeah,
couldn't get over it.
That was nice.
A very well-to-do place, a bit. Bit upmarket, not really my sort of thing, but they were all nice people.
They were lovely, weren't they?
Really nice. Yeah. Made you quite welcome, didn't they?
Well, I'll say we've only been doing it a few months, so there's not loads of, because the weather's been so bad.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So far, there,
So, what's the next one? Where has been the worst place you've stayed in your van? Right, okay. So there's, I've actually put down a couple here, actually. Both lay-bys. One was on the A4091, which was dodgy. Yeah, dodgy. That was where we parked up at night. Well, late afternoon, evening time. And it was a really long lay-by. And between the lay-by and the main A road, there's a big grass bit, so it you know, you don't get so much of the traffic noise. So bad, you know, it's not so bad. And we thought, oh, I'll be all right here. And then all these lorries started coming in, didn't they? Which we thought, oh, that's okay, because once they parked up, they were there for the night. So I thought, and we was, as our motorhome, stuck between all these lorries.
Yeah.
But we thought, no, it'll be all right, be all right. And there was a lorry in front of us. There was a bit of a gap ahead of him, still, for other people to come along and park. But everybody behind us, there was a little gap behind us, a little gap, weren't there? And there's a whole line of lorries behind us, all kipping down for the night. And then it got to quite late, didn't it? And we had this van pull in, and he was taking ages trying to squeeze in between us and the lorry behind us. And I says to Jan, I says, well, why on earth are they doing this? Why are they trying to struggle to get in this little gap when they could go after this other lorry in front of us? There's plenty of space after him. But I think they were up to something, and then they pulled out after a few minutes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Went out, come back around the road again, and come back down again. Slowly going along, looking at all the lorries, and then they did the same thing again, squeezing down. And I says to Jan, I says, I think they're going to steal the diesel. So at midnight, we're in it.
We got back out of bed.
We got back out of bed.
Because they were wandering, you know, they were wandering about, weren't they? Something
funny.
Wasn't right.
So we took off from there, and so that ended up being very good at all. It's such a shame, because I was hopeful that would have been another good place for us to stay on occasion.
Yeah.
It might still be, you know, especially if you want to just stop for an afternoon or morning, but not, I don't know about through the night. Just get a funny feeling about it, but you never know, it might be all right. And then there was another one, weren't there? Yeah, the lay-by again on the B4114.
That was really noisy, wasn't it?
Really noisy.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. We looked on, in fact, it was quite deceptive on Google Maps, because I look on Google Street View before we go anywhere, and it looked to me, it didn't look that bad. But when we got there, I thought, oh my God, the amount of traffic that was going by, and it was only a little lay-by, weren't it? And we was slightly at an angle as well, weren't we? Like sideways on.
Yeah.
So no, we just thought, no, we're not doing that, and that was the other place. But everywhere else ain't been too bad. You know, we found our favourite spots, which we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, so we've only been doing it a few months, and we've not gone really far afield yet, have we? So, you know, we will do, like, obviously as the weather gets better.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go all over.
Yeah.
So, So, okay, so what's that? Oh, how many people have you had in your van at one time?
Well, actually apart from me, you and Charlie, Melody stays with us regular, don't she?
The Raven girl. She stays with us once every couple of weeks or so.
Yeah. But we've had about 6 in here altogether, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had about 6. This is a 6-berth van. So if you wanted to have 6 people stay, you can, but I would say, though, it's more like 4 kids and 2 adults, I'd have thought.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had anybody extra to sleep, only Melody, so... You know, I don't think that you'd be comfortable, would you?
No.
I mean, if it was an emergency and it was at a push, you would.
Yeah. So, have you had any van disasters? Go on then, take it away.
No, not really, have we?
No. Well, we've got a lot of niggles. I have, especially, got a lot of niggles with the van. We've had a few things, little silly things, that's annoyed us, and I'll be doing a video about that later on. But other than that, there's not been any disasters, has there?
No,
not at all. No.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, we did have saying that, a couple of months ago we did have some delivery driver for Sainsbury's.
Oh, hit the wing mirror, didn't he?
His van wing mirror hit our wing mirror because he didn't have no patience, did he? And he drove really fast by, and he and he didn't stop, he went driving off. Sainsbury's. So that it's not a disaster. We got it sorted quite easy, didn't we? But but that's the only thing really so far.
So fingers crossed.
Okay, so what's the next one? What is your favourite feature of your van? So I like the large skylight.
Yeah, there's lots of lights down the front. The windows are big, aren't they? Letting lots of light, because we've got a rear window as well. That lets in lots of light. I like the rear lounge area.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
All these windows are all open in the daytime, and it's lovely and light, and there's a little skylight above, of course, but the front we've got a big skylight, which is not normal for these vans. That's an extra. That's an
It's nice. The
extra
kitchen's nice. You know.
You get frustrated with the kitchen, don't you, now and again, though?
Sometimes, because especially if you're editing on the dinette table.
The computer desk.
I have to shift him out the way. But yeah, I think the favourite bit is this rear lounge. I think it's really nice.
I think I'm stroking the dog, by the way. I think in the summertime, my favourite bit's going to be the cab with the air conditioning on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be totally different in the summer, isn't it? Because we can have the awning up. We've got collapsible chairs and that we can put outside and everything. So it will be totally different.
Right. That's something else we'll have to show you, actually. The awning on the outside, which is it's a great big thing that comes down, isn't it?
Yeah. And, but being the winter at the moment, you know, because you have got big windows, well, all over the van, really. It lets in lots of light, so it's not, you don't feel so enclosed.
That's why one of the reasons why I picked this van, weren't it?
Yeah.
Because some of the vans are really, really light, but they were very, well, some of them didn't even have a window at the back, so that, you know, didn't have any light coming from the back, and you know, there's all different layouts, weren't there? But this one just let in all the light.
This one suits us. It might not suit everybody, but at the moment it suits us, with having Melody stay with us. She's got her own bit at the front, hasn't she?
Raven's Nest. Raven's Nest.
We've got lots of storage and everything, so it suits, this style does suit us at the moment, doesn't it?
So next one is what is your least favourite part about van life? Bathroom. I hate it. Oh, hey up. What do you think? What's your least favourite bit?
No, it looks lovely, doesn't it? And it's, you know, but it is a bit tight sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, I'm not keen on the bathroom, I have to say. I've never liked it, but I've sort of got used to it a bit more now. But what are you doing behind me back? He's having a scratch. You having a scratch? What are you doing? So that's it really. I like everything about it. Other than that, I'm happy with it. I really am. After looking at so many.
For me, because I'm only small, the kitchen sometimes I can't reach the top of the cupboard, so Andy has to do that.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
But otherwise,
you have to get you some high heels.
Yeah, tottering about on high heels.
So the next question is, what is your favourite part about van life?
The freedom, I suppose. You know, we can go where we want, when we want.
Yeah. That's the number one.
Taking into account the weather at the moment, of course. We haven't had the best bits yet, have we? This summer and the nice weather. So,
yeah, we've got some good stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, and you get no big bills, really. You know.
Well, that's the bills. Well, that comes down to how much you want to travel. If you want to keep travelling all the time, it's going to cost you a bomb in fuel. Yeah,
or staying on site. You know, if you're not wild camping.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have the last few weeks because of the weather, and we've allowed for that, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know.
But as soon as we get past these few weeks, we'll be out there. Yeah. Travelling around, and then, but you see, then we'll be parking up somewhere and probably stay for a good few days. So then you're cutting your bills down by doing that.
Yeah.
And then the only time then you'd spend is when you're travelling again, or you got to book yourself into a site to empty the waste and sort out the water and that.
Yeah.
But everything else, we've got our own electric anyway, and stuff like that. So yeah. So when it comes to things like the bills are so much better now. It's much better. I used to hate paying the energy bill. That was one thing I used to hate paying, and now we don't pay any energy bills, which is wononderful.
No, apart from
and council tax.
Yeah, well, I mean, we pay for the gas, obviously. Bill.
I'm on about general.
Yeah.
I put down there being out in the wildlife. I love being out there with Charlie, especially because he goes for miles. You don't walk for miles, do you?
No, not as much as you do.
I tend to walk a lot further, so I tend to go out with Charlie on long walks, and I love it. Just love it.
I think it's just we both like the countryside and we both like wildlife, so that's lovely to be able to even just driving down a lane that's really nice, and but
you can't beat it.
But like I say, hopefully we've got when the better weather comes, we've got better to come, haven't we?
Oh yeah. So I think this is the last one, is it? Oh yeah. Any tips for those about to embark on their van life adventure?
Research it a good while before you decide to do it. Is what we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, look into it, everything, the cost. Watch like we did. We watched other people on YouTube, didn't we? That already do it, that have been doing it for some time. I mean, you will still make mistakes. We do, don't we? You know, and you can't know everything.
You don't know
straight
until
away.
You don't know until you try it.
No.
Some people suggest you should go and hire out a motorhome or whatever.
For a month, don't they? Just to see if you like it.
For a week or two, if you can afford it, because they're quite expensive to hire out. But if you're going to make that big move, it might be worth spending that bit and trying it out. But I have to say, when we first moved into this, it was hard to start with, weren't it? It took a bit of getting used to, even though we knew what was coming.
Yeah,
it still takes some getting used to.
And we loved the van and the layout of the van, but it
it's a totally different way of life. But don't be frightened by it.
It's all an experience. It's all learning, isn't it? And it's all. We've made it fun, haven't we? Sometimes, and we've made silly errors. But
the thing is, if you never try it, you'll never know, and you might regret it in the future. You'll look back and say, you know what, I knew I should have tried that. Just go for it. Just give it a go. Even if you just started off buying a cheap van, just a cheap van, and put a bed in it, and go and stop somewhere miles away.
Yeah.
Give it a go. See how you feel.
Yeah.
And if you get that feeling, you really will like it. Go for it, big time. But it is a gamble. We took a bit of a gamble, didn't we? We sold our house and bought this. So there's quite a chunk of money. You don't have to spend that much. But again, we didn't have to. We could have spent a lot more as well. We've sort of about middle of the road.
Yeah, we've tried
to be very good about that, just in case.
Yeah.
So we have got some backup, haven't we? But not a great deal. You can't go buying a house now and anything like that. But
But we did take a good few months to make the decision, didn't we? We didn't just overnight decide to do it.
For the previous 2 years, I've been watching people on YouTube do this. It was actually Americans doing it. More than British. I was watching Carolyn's RV Life, Cheap RV Living, and I was learning as we're going along. And then, of course, Happy Travellers.
There's and there's lots of now. You've got lots of help out there, haven't you? Like you've got Britstops, Park for Night. You've got lots of apps. Lot of camping places that if you don't want to be on wild camping all the time. So it's just learning really, and taking advice off other people as well. We have, haven't we?
The actual doing of things like emptying the toilet and connecting up to the electrics and that is so easy. I did it straight away. No second thought.
No.
Just did it, and
you've just got to get used to a different way of life. Filling up with water, like you say, and emptying the toilet, or if you if it doesn't, it's difficult how to put it really. If you're that way inclined, which we are, it doesn't bother you, does it?
One thing you've not got to do is you move in and treat it as if you're still in the house. At the beginning we made that mistake with the inverter, for instance.
Yeah.
We've got this inverter put in so we can have the 3-pin sockets live when we're wild camping. And straight away we thought, let's just turn it on, let's plug everything in. Really? For hours on end? I don't think so. So you've got to be aware that if you use a lot of energy, you're going to have to make it back afterwards very quickly,
It's like me with even in the kitchen cooking. If we're on hookups, I'll use the electric ring. But if we're not, I use the gas. Same as if you're on hookups, we use electric kettle. If we're not, I've got a gas kettle.
And another thing with that, isn't it, with the gas, when you're using the gas, she tends to use the the stacking
Oh,
saucepans,
steamer, yeah.
Steamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell I don't cook.
Yeah.
The steamer.
Yeah, it doesn't cook. But yeah, you just learn gradually to do things a bit differently. But it's all good. It's good fun. You know.
You don't get me wrong, you don't get thinking, oh my God, this is a total disaster, we cannot do exactly what we want to do. No, it ain't like that. You can do what you want to do, but you've just got to be aware that it's not as you're not so wasteful for a start, shall I say. When you're living like this, you're not so wasteful. Like with the water, for instance, you're very careful how much water you use now, instead of being at home where you used to just leave the tap running sometimes when you go out the room and come back in. Oh my God, I couldn't do that now. It's different now. But it's all good. I'm not trying to put anybody off, but you've got to be aware that things are a little bit different, but it's still good. Yeah, it's a different way of life.
But if you really want to do it, when you start getting a little niggle or something, it doesn't bother you, does it? Because you've decided to live this life, so you accept it, don't you?
Another thing as well, this time of the year can really get you down. So if you've done the stupid thing like we did and moving in the winter, you might start thinking, oh my God, what have we done? I'm so miserable. It's raining all the time, I can't go anywhere, and it can drag you down a bit. But we're hoping that we'll get through this. Well, we will do.
Of course we will.
Because we're getting through it already. And when we come out the other end, it's springtime, it's going to be wonderful.
It's amazed me, because you don't think about it till you actually do it yourself. The amount of people that do live this life.
Oh, I can't believe it.
It's unreal, isn't it?
I can't believe it. I never noticed them before. When we're living in the house, well, actually, where we used to live, I used to see the odd... motorhome go by quite often, and I used to say to you, didn't I wonder if they're living in them full time, and you said, nah, they're volume makers, until you got to the winter and you thought, hold on a minute, they're still driving around. And then as soon as we was doing this and we start parking in lay-bys and industrial estates, which we have done, not to stay the night though, we haven't so far, have we? Not so far, but we have seen them dotted around. And they've usually the van conversions, aren't they?
Yeah,
van conversions.
That's right.
And they've got the little curtains all drawn, and they've got a solar panel on the roof, and you just know. And I actually met one, didn't I?
He did. When we'd stopped on the industrial estate where McDonald's was, because Melody wanted to McDonald's,
yeah.
And he came round. You can tell that he had got a converted van, and he stopped and he got out.
I waved at each other, and he got out to come and have a natter with me.
And he invited you to have a look, and he got a fish tank in there, hadn't he, with fish.
I went over to his van. He wanted me to go and have a look at his van. And he had a transit van all converted out. Not all kitted out to the latest mod cons or anything. It was just what he wanted, and that was it. That's fair enough.
He was a lorry driver, wasn't he?
Oldish bloke. Yeah. Oldish bloke. I can't remember his name. But anyway, slid this door open, and the first thing I seen was this fish tank next to the microwave. And I thought, a fish tank? Even we ain't got a fish tank. Proper lit up, the bubbles going. I thought, wow,
Yeah.
And he was thrilled with his life. He had a divorce, he said, and now he's not got a house. He said, I ain't going to bother buying a house, I'm going to have a van, because I fancy that lifestyle. That's what he told me, and that's what he did, and he loves it.
We've met a few people, haven't we, that, even in little motorhomes that have parked in lay-bys where we have, haven't they?
Yeah. It's surprising the sort of different people. You've got little old men by themselves, which is sort of a bit sad almost, but it ain't for them, because they probably love it. They probably love it, But you got all sorts, don't you?
Yeah,
all sorts of people.
It's really amazed me. Even people that are in caravans that are on sites, but they're on sites for months at a time, especially this weather.
Because I get a feeling we've seen some that are definitely full time as well. Here, actually, where we are now, there's a section where they're here for ever, I think.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, I know it seems crazy. You're thinking, they're paying all this ground rent or whatever, but it's still cheaper than a mortgage, isn't it?
Yeah, and renting a house.
Renting a house, and you've got all your.
But if you really want to do it, research it and go for it. We have, haven't we?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Because if you don't do it, you'll regret it later.
Yeah.
Well, you might regret it if you do it. Don't blame me. Don't blame me if you do it and you hate it. Just keep watching the videos until you've made your mind up.
And you will make mistakes. We do. when you first start, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's just
Oh, I made that money.
just
But no, you do though.
Yeah.
You know, but it don't matter. You
Yeah.
soon learn.
Yeah. I mean, we was out while camping in a lay-by, and I put the heating on
Oh, yes.
via the electric by mistake
instead of the gas. And she put the electric on for the heating, and the batteries drained right down to about 57% from about, what was it, about 89, something like that.
Yeah.
Luckily I seen it, didn't I? And I thought, oh my god, that would have been not good.
But you know, I won't do that again.
No, you've remembered it.
Yeah.
And that's it now, isn't it?
Yeah,
So you learn things, you know.
And have fun as well, you know.
So we've learnt from people on YouTube.
Yeah. But always ask, because there's always somebody out there that will, you know the answer to a question or help you, yeah.
I think if you're going for a van conversion, keep watching us, but ask people who are doing the van conversion life rather than motorhome life, because there is a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
You know, I love the van conversions. You know, when we first looked at these, I thought, oh, I don't want a van conversion. I like these things. Yeah. And now I'm in this, I'm thinking, I like them van conversions.
I know.
I love them all now. I love them all. I like the little ones, the big ones. I like the little motorhomes, even the smaller ones. In fact, I would like a smaller motorhome in a way. Yeah. Because it's easier to park and everything else. But
for us at the moment,
situations it is right now. This is what we need right now. But later on, we might change. You might see us go down to a smaller one. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the freedom and do what you want to do is the best part, and that's what it's all about. It's not about what you got. Yeah. It's about the freedom. It's brilliant. Yeah. So right. So that is the end of the 10 questions, and we have got to nominate someone really for this. So I think we'll nominate
Steve and Wendy. Yeah.
Steve and Wendy. Happy Travellers. So Steve and Wendy, I shall message you, Steve.
Yeah, because they've been doing it a lot longer than we have. Yeah, they've been doing it for 3 years now. So they perhaps know a little bit more than we do at the moment. So yeah, he's got a good knowledge. Steve has. So Steve, Wendy, get answering these questions. And that is it for today's video. I'll be back shortly with another one. He's fell asleep now. Yeah. And we'll see you all soon. Yeah, take care, guys. See you soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Ta-da.